Probably click on this video and you're wondering, how do I get better at talking to people, and not just to, get talking better at talking with girls, but just talking in general with people, human beings. Because you're probably someone who, you're not confident enough to go up to talk to the person in the store, the clerk, ask them where the item is that you're looking for. So you have to spend an extra 15 minutes just going down every single aisle. Well, I have a solution for you. It worked for me. And before we get into today's video, I'd like to say thank you for everybody who's been supporting the community. We hit 2,000 on the Instagram side, and I think we're getting close to 4,000 on TikTok. And if a few people in the Discord, honestly, I have been neglecting it, not gonna lie, because I feel like, everyone should be out chasing things. Personally, I am chasing to be a better version of myself. So, I don't have a lot of time to put all my focus into the Discord server, making sure that we're getting a lot of people, making sure it's up to date. But on that note, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you, and let's get on with the video. So I'm not going to carbon copy every single thing that you probably heard on other videos. I will pretty much just put in everything that's helped myself, and then I will give you guys things that you can use to help yourself, like certain practices that you can do yourself, and they will help you get better. So basically, this is going to be helping you with, personally, like I used to have a lot of anxiety and awkwardness when talking to somebody I've never talked to before, or even worse, I've had feelings for. And that kind of just went away because I just kind of just go up and talk to like anybody, someone in the class. If I need help with something, like there's a lot of people in my classes that I don't talk to because I'm just there to get my work done, and then I come home, and that's when I actually start getting the real stuff done. But it's still good to be social, and as human beings, we're social. We're built to be social, so that's why it's good that you learn and teach yourself how to be able to communicate with other human beings. So the first and most important tip that I will say is stop caring about what you look like, or whether or not the interaction is going to be good or bad, like whatever the outcome is, and what I mean by what you look like, obviously present yourself well, because no one's gonna want to talk to somebody that stinks, or just looks really bad physically. And I'll probably make another video for that. But yeah, just stop caring. All right, just go up and do it. Obviously you can smile after you've like done something good, but if it comes out bad, then just, it's a conversation. You're not like practicing to win a Super Bowl or anything. You're just trying to practice getting better at talking. And even if it does go well, then you've made a new acquaintance, friend, whatever your intention was for that conversation or that interaction, then you've accomplished it. And if you didn't, there are billions of other people you can go practice with. So, yeah, just getting it out of the way. Stop worrying about the ifs or the what happened, like what would have happened if I didn't do it, or what would happen if I do it. All of that just doesn't matter. Just get it over with. And the way you can practice this is just honestly go to like a close friend or a family member, and if you've been hiding something, kind of just tell them it. Just tell them it, to be honest. Like, just don't even care what they're gonna say. Just tell them like what's been going on, and that weight off of your chest will feel a lot better. You won't even realize that you have a weight on your chest until you've expressed what's been going on with you. So that is the first implementation. Now, this one a lot of people need to work on, myself included in some instances, but that's just because I have like a lot going on in my head. Like, I have a lot of ideas that I'm producing, and that's being present in the conversation and making eye contact. That is the most important thing, I feel like, for conversations, especially nowadays, because most people are really shy, and a lot of people, I looked this up, a lot of people say it's kind of hard to hold eye contact because it brings the conversation or whatever you're doing with another person to like another level of intimacy. And intimacy is not even just a romantic thing, it's just a better, like a higher level of connecting. And the whole point of communicating is to, express and reciprocate and connect on a different level than, you know, just not talking to somebody. And part of becoming better at communicating is like you have to be able to make like a good connection with anybody you've met. Because if you're trying to go out and, for instance, like take me for instance, if you're trying to go out and start making connections with these really successful people and you can't leave a mark on them after like you've had a conversation. Say you go into a party and then you see this guy who has $50 million business and you go to him, you talk to him, and you're not making eye contact. Number one is going to be something that he notices, probably they notice. And number two, it just shows that you're really not going to reach for most people. If you don't have that confidence when it comes to the realm of socializing, because especially in the world of business, socializing is important because partnerships, having people in your corner is very important. And without communication, you're not going to have anybody in your corner. So the point is, you have to be able to make that connection, leave a mark on people so they remember you and they don't forget you. You're not a forgettable person, because who wants to be a forgettable person, to be honest? Unless it's something bad, then you've done something bad and you don't want to be remembered for doing that bad thing. Then yeah, obviously, but I'm assuming you're doing something good and you want to accomplish something good, so you want to be remembered. And that's why practicing eye contact is very important. Now, to practice eye contact, I would say what I've done and I've seen it. This is the only time I'm gonna carbon copy something. You end up walking on a sidewalk or in the hallway. You can see somebody like that you've been meaning to talk to, or just some random person. Look at them. Don't be weird about it. Like add something onto it. Don't just like stare at somebody. Like look at them, smile, wave. Because you want to be an open person, like very friendly, and no one's gonna want to talk to you if you're not friendly. Like that kind of drives into what my next subject is. Be more open, if that makes sense. Not a recluse. Not someone who's very introverted. I know some people are introverts and some people aren't, and I feel like a lot of people are like in between, like, so you feel like, because some people will say that they're introverts but they still like hang out with people, and an introvert would really just not hang out with people at all. So you gotta start, if you're both, then you gotta start pushing the introverted side away and really just come out and get better at expressing yourself. Because a good way of showing that you're more open and friendly is, laughing out loud a bit, not too loud, but like enough to get some people's attention and notice like people around you are having a good time, you yourself are having a good time, and smile more often. Like don't like cross your arms, just sit back in the back of the room, not talking to anyone, and that will obviously start making you more approachable. Because if you are more friendly and approachable, you'll attract like a group of friends and who are equally like interested in becoming like better, not even just like nice people, but they want to become better people. And a group like that is going to hopefully attract whoever you want to talk to. And if you don't, then you still have that group of friends that want to get better, and you guys are just going to continue to get better, But either way, it's just, you need to become a more approachable person, and not even just a more approachable person, but more of a person that you have an energy about you that when you walk like up, that it just seems like somebody you would want to talk to. So you don't want to like just be someone that like attracts. You also want to be able to approach and appear, good. So lastly, I would say I'm working on this myself a lot. You want to slow down your speech, um, and stop saying a lot, because it just sounds very, I don't know how to say this. I don't know, very, immature, to be honest. And you'll listen to people, adults giving speeches. Most of the time, they will not say during their speech. They won't say like a lot. You know, they're kind of slow, and when you slow down your speech, it's easier for you to raise it instead of talking fast. Because if you're talking fast, you're obviously going to mess up. And you slow it down, you kind of raise the level, and that kind of commands more attention from listeners being people around you. Instead of talking quiet and fast, that makes you seem very, timid, and no one's going to want to waste their time trying to understand what you're saying. And having just a more commandable, understandable voice, people are going to want to engage with you more. So just don't just work on that. And I would just say to practice that, read some text, like read a magazine or a book, and just read it slowly to yourself out loud. You can put headphones on so you don't have to listen to yourself, but really just get to that level, or practice to getting to that level of just commanding, having a more commanding voice, and you won't bore people, and they'll stay and talk to you. So those things help me. I hope they help you. And if you do find them helpful, then I have more videos. I plan on dropping more videos that are like this, that'll help you out. And with that, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.